Hello, YouTube family. Welcome to Mrs. Koi Style. I am Kawana, and here on my channel, what you will see is some affordable clothing hauls sprinkled in with a little bit of luxury. Today is my day of sprinkling because I'm going to be sharing with you a Chanel bag that I recently purchased. Now, before I get into the bag, this is not some sort of a stall tactic, but since this is my first reveal on this channel, I just wanted to go over with you some of the criteria that I use for purchasing a bag. Number one has to be price. So I always go to the pre-loved market, typically to Fashion File. For this particular bag, I did purchase it at the Real. But just here are some of the things that I look for. I love the classic flap bag, the bag that was designed in the late 80s, early 90s by Karl Lagerfeld, that features the CC logo. I love the chain strap with the woven leather in between. I love the quilted texture of the various leathers, and I do often enjoy the flap. However, not the double flap necessarily, more of a single flap kind of girl. But in any event, of those elements that I just described, the number one thing that my bag must contain is the CC logo. It's just because I just absolutely love it. I love it in gold. I love it in platinum. I love it in ruthenium. I just love that CC logo. So any bag that I purchase, that's what I'm looking for. So number one, price. I cap off at a certain amount. Number two, must contain the CC logo. I used to insist on quilting. It didn't have to be diamond quilting. It could be vertical quilting, horizontal quilting, the camellia flower. I was not committed to any particular leather. It could be caviar, lambskin, calfskin, sheepskin, glazed calfskin, any of the leathers, and even some fabrics, although I do not own any fabric bags. And I used to only gravitate towards very robust, full, bubbled, textured leather, almost to the point where if you looked at it and thought that you touched it, if you popped it, if you touched it, it would actually pop. I think I'm explaining that kind of okay. I like for my quilting to be very supple, not flat. However, since the Chanel 19 bag came around, that's not necessarily a deal breaker for me anymore, because I like the idea of the diamond shaped quilting because it's still very visible. However, the leather is somewhat, for lack of a better way to say it, it is flattened, and so since the Chanel 19 came out, I do not have to have a bag with the fuller, more robust quilting. So with the chain strap, as much as I love it, I love the sound of it. I love the sight of it. Like when I see someone's shoulder just in a picture or video, and I just see the quilting, not the quilting, the strap here on the shoulder, and I automatically recognize that it's Chanel. I love that. I love the sound that it makes when you're pulling it out of your classic flap or settling it down. I love everything about it. However, I am willing to purchase a bag that does not contain that strap as much as I love it. The one thing that my bag has to have is the CC logo. So I bet that it's enough about that. I think that we're at about 4.5 minutes. A couple of weeks ago, I Am Lady Luck's Brandy showed a new to her bag that she purchased pre-love back from 2007 that she really loved. I believe that it's in a fabric, sort of a tweed material, that contained this really big CC logo, and I just loved it. And I said, oh my goodness, it would be nice to have something similar. I was in the market for a pink bag because it's missing from my collection, and a very deep red bag. I do have a light red classic flap. It kind of looks more like a coral in certain lights, and so I have been reminding myself that I needed to get a deeper colored red bag, more with blue undertones, and that I needed to get a pink bag. And so as I've been surfing and looking around, I miraculously came across something on the RealReal. I have never ever purchased anything. No, I've never purchased any bags before from the RealReal, so I was quite interested to see how this purchase would work out. I purchased this bag on a Sunday morning, and the bag was delivered to me by Tuesday. I'm guessing that the bag came from the New York City location, which is where I live, and perhaps that's why I was able to receive such a expedited delivery. I was quite impressed with the prompt delivery service. The bag came in this dust bag. Not to say that the dust bag really matters, but this quality of dust bag is really, it's almost like paper. I would not keep my bag in here under any circumstances. The dust bag is just not to me, a good bag at all. Another con that I had from purchasing from the RealReal was the fact that the bag that I purchased, there were no returns offered at all on this bag. So once I received it, I would have to love it because there would be no returns. Fortunately for me, the bag did come with its own dust bag. But again, if a bag doesn't come with a dust bag, that is 100% not a deal breaker for me. And so here is my bag, circa 2007. Finally, I have my red Chanel bag with this big diamond quilting that has this extra braided sort of texture and this platinum or silver CC hardware. It's sort of a hobo style, very thick here on the sides. Excellent condition. I mean, I looked this bag over thoroughly, and it has what they call a hidden chain strap. As you will see, it does have the braided texture. However, you do not see any metal coming through the bag. It opens and closes like so, and bag is always stuffed. Someone told me I don't have to apologize every time I say that, because we all stuff our bags. This bag in particular came with the authenticity card, and the even if the bag did not come with an authenticity card, it wouldn't be a deal breaker for me, because I always have all of my bags, my pre-loved bags, re-authenticated by Real Authenticators, which is not affiliated with the RealReal at all. It also came with the original care booklets, and I don't know, I guess that they're both care booklets. It just so happens that I have both. And another fact about this bag that's from 2007 is that it also still contained the original Chanel tag that has the price. And so the price of this bag in 2007 was $2,650. Kawana did not pay even close to $2,650. Oh, if you see something dangling, that's the receipt from the RealReal saying that this bag has been authenticated by their experts. But again, I always have everything re-authenticated by Real Authenticators. So this bag is called the Chanel Hidden Chain Flat Bag. It was a seasonal bag. It's no longer in production. That's another way that I save money. The bags that I purchase are usually seasonal or discontinued bags, and so you would very likely find a much better price on something that was seasonal, that's not part of the classic collection. And this bag is in lambskin material, As I mentioned before, no leather is a deal breaker for me. I enjoy all Chanel as long as it contains my CC logo. And so this is my bag. Overall, I think that my experience with the Real is pretty favorable. Again, I do not like that I would have been unable to return if I was unhappy with it. And the dust bag, but the dust bag is certainly in no way a deal breaker. If you have any questions at all about the bag or about my process or any questions about anything, please leave them in the description box below. Thank you so very much for watching. Do not forget, please, to give this video a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you have not. Please subscribe, and thank you to everyone who has already subscribed. Have a wonderful day.